Welcome back to The Wolf and the Melody. My name is Tommy, and tonight we are checking out more Porcupine Tree with the song Way Out of Here. Uh, Normally, they don't give me too much about songs. They kind of let me go in blind, but uh, they explained to me what this song is about, and yeah. This channel, it comes down to like priorities, right? Like I have my goals, I have my dreams, right? But I have to always look at my priorities, and at the end of the day, this channel, I want it to be a safe place for people. I want it to be a place where people find hope and encouragement, that they can hear the stories of how people have been through just incredibly hard things and somehow made it through. I want this channel to be a positive force in your life. That's why I'm very open about my story. That's why I'm not shy about the things I've been through. And music brings us together. Music is comfort. It's a peace. Music is words to things we don't know how to say. And everybody that comes here and becomes a part of, hanging out and getting to know me and the community, I don't take that for granted. That's why every video I tell you that you're incredible, that you're important, and that your life has meaning. And every one of you that feel alone, feel lost, I wish I could take that pain, those emotions away. But I can just sit here and try to send you love and good energy and positive vibes. So, most of you know what this song is about, so I don't really need to get into it. But just know, like, that's at the core of my heart. So, yeah, we're going to dive into this. And, yeah, let's go.
Out at the train tracks, a dream of escape. But a song comes onto my iPod, and I realize it's getting late. I can't take the staring and the sympathy, and I don't like the questions. How do you feel? How's it going in school? Do you wanna talk about it? try to forget even your name and the way that you look when you're sleeping, dreaming of this.
I was thinking about, like, I have two kids. I was thinking about, like, my daughter. I was thinking about just life is wild, isn't it? It's very interesting. This was a really just wow, beautifully written song. Really loved. I love Steven Wilson's voice, and I love how he just crafts these amazing songs. Really awesome. Love how he sings, and the video is powerful. It's I think about my kids. I think about what they'll go through, and I think about how you know you gotta be careful not to like constantly think about it. Like, but I think about how I want to be a dad who they know they can always talk to me. Loneliness, that feeling of wanting to just break away from everything, you know? It's a very wild feeling. It's tough. It's tough, man, because we can encourage people and love on people, but ultimately they make choices, and all you can do in this world is be kind. Even if you don't really agree with somebody or anything, being kind, showing love, taking you know what annoys me sometimes on like when I'm getting ready for bed and might be going through like some reels or whatever like on Facebook or whatever, and they'll do these people test, right? Like they'll set up a scenario and they'll see if people will help or just walk away and turn a blind eye. And there was a video of they were testing people. It had this little boy walking, and this guy would basically like put a little towel over his mouth, pick him up like he's kidnapping him. And it was like footage, right? So you had the cameras back, and you saw people see it happen right in front of them, and they just kept walking. And then you had some that helped, like, stop him, and then they realized, oh, this was just a human experiment. But it's wild the amount of people that just walk. It's wild the amount of people that when they ask somebody how they're doing, they're already gone. How are you doing? They keep moving. If we could just slow down for a minute. Because we can be so self-consumed. We don't realize it. And then one day you look around and you're like, huh? It's good for our soul to show kindness and love to others. And not for your own selfish gain, but just to do it. Guys, thank you so much for being here. This was a heavy subject. Please talk to somebody. Talk to somebody. Dig deep even though I'll tell you this before we end this. I attempted to unalive myself when I was 23, 24. And the months to follow after my attempt, it still was like a lingering voice in my mind. And it's really interesting the reason why I wanted to unalive myself. We can get into that another time, but the point is, I was so low in life and so lonely and lost that the only way out, I thought, was that way. And I know a lot of people struggle with depression, they struggle with anxiety, they struggle with a lot, and I can only share my story, and not everything that I did that worked for me might work for you, but I had to realize that this screaming feeling inside of me, there had to be a way to silence it. That even though I acknowledge this feeling, I know ultimately I'm not a piece of shit. So if something is screaming at me that I'm a piece of shit and that I should just do something dumb or do something that could really, I had to realize I'm not a piece of shit. I'm not, and I use piece of shit as an example because that was one of my biggest things. I spent most of my life hating who I was. I was not kind to myself. And it's been a wild journey. But if I wouldn't have gone through that, maybe I wouldn't have the perspective that I have of life. I'm thankful for every hard thing I've been through. Because I don't want to be that person that just walks by people. I want to encourage people. I want to hug people. I want to let them know that they're important. I want to help people stand up and dust them off. I can't do it for them. I don't want to just crawl and claw through life. I want to thrive. And when a bunch of people have that heart and mindset, it doesn't mean that things aren't not difficult, but coming together and just, they know, like, this is not how I want to live. And I got to do something, Anyway, I'm rambling. Guys, I love you. I'm thankful for this community. I'm thankful for all of you. Please keep your head up. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, and just know that you are valuable. Stay lovely, stay metal, and until next time, we'll be back with